Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ning Muhammad Afif bin Nahruddin. My ID number is PDL1905118 and I'm from DLM6F. Okay, so let's take a look on the question that was given to me. It is how Etihad Cargo survived during the pandemic. So the first question is, describe the network carrier and how integrated cargo network operate. Network carrier is a planned schedule of flights going to and coming from the airports, and the network carrier are called secondary hub airports, where the main flights are long-haul flights. The reason why a network carrier exists is because their flight is more expensive. Besides, shipper choose network carrier because they offer standard service as well as lower price. Cargo will be transit at secondary hub airports where they will be changed to another flight which is going to the actual destination. For the integrated cargo network operate is when the cargo needs to use two or more flights when deliver the goods to actual destination. This method is to prevent direct flight and it will save costs for the airline company. For example, the journey of flight from Kuala Lumpur International Airport to Paris Airport. Before the flight reaches Paris, it transits at the Hamad International Airport, which acts as a secondary hub. This network carrier will give benefits to the parties that involved. So let's move to question number 2. Explain the idea low-cost carrier are able to provide more service to freight forwarder. Low-cost carrier are the budget airlines that provide discount for the ticket price. It is basically a cheaper option, which also means low comfort in the flight and a very limited lower deck cargo capacity. Besides, it consists of dual operating costs and simple product positioning. However, there are 3 ideas on how the low-cost carrier are able to provide more service to freight forwarder. So, firstly, utilization of space by Etihad Cargo. Etihad utilizes the space in the aircraft as there are no passengers inside the cabin. They also can pile their cargoes in the passenger cabin in hope it can generate at least a fraction of the normal revenue. For example, European low-cost carrier airline Lufthansa loads an Airbus A330 passenger aircraft with goods especially from the medical sector. Secondly, Etihad Cargo can provide more space to load the cargo by taking the seats out from the passenger cabin to maximize the cargo payload. According to flight analysis, removal of seats from passenger cabin will double the plane's cargo capacity to nearly 20 tons. For example, in Singapore, an airline called Scoot decided to remove all the seats from passenger cabin of wide-body aircraft. Thirdly, Etihad Cargo can offer a frequent travel time as they are focusing on a short or medium flight. The freight forwarder can send their cargo repeatedly without any problem when the rotation of the flight schedule is persistent. For example, Asia operates frequently to and from the same place on the same day. There are flights from Langkawi Airport to Kuala Lumpur International Airport too, which offers 3 to 4 flights on the same day. So, move to the question 3. From your understanding, describe any Etihad Cargo product that has managed to encourage more shippers to use air freight in their logistic processes. A cargo product is a product that is not a physical item like any other product that being sold on the markets, but it is a service of it that involves ground and air transport component. There are many Etihad Cargo products that encourage more shippers to use air freight courier in their logistic method. Firstly, Etihad Cargo provides transporting livestock services like live animals transportation. Etihad Cargo transports animals by air, which is the fastest and the best way of transporting the animals. Besides, they also offer customized solutions for transporting animals from family pets to animal farming. These animals are raised in an agricultural setting to produce goods such as eggs, meat, and many more. Secondly, it is the pharmaceutical shipment which transport pharmaceutical products. Etihad Cargo take transportation of pharmaceutical very seriously because these products provide many potential cures and life-saving treatments. They have been awarded TSCEIV certification in pharmaceutical logistics, and they are professional in handling these goods while in transit. So, they specially designed temperature control equipment and ship pharmaceutical in the quickest possible time, sticking to the highest compliance guideline. Thirdly, Etihad's secure logistics. It provides secure logistics to make sure the goods arrive safely without any unexpected incident. They put high security level as priority to make sure all the goods are secure, since theft can happen anytime and anywhere during the process. Moreover, Etihad have secure boarded vaulting facilities in Abu Dhabi Airport. All the goods can be sold safely without any problem if anything happens, such as flight delay. With this method, the goods are guaranteed safe. Lastly, fresh forward service which transport perishable goods. Etihad offer a process of moving fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, and any other perishable goods. They use temperature control storage space as dedicated perishable center in Abu Dhabi, and all the shipments are transferred from aircraft to storage with priority. They will use the ULD container to store the goods during the delivery process. By using this process, they ensure that this process is safe until its actual destination. Okay, moving on to question number 4, which is the issue in air cargo capacity is when traffic begins to pick up. Freight rate can move up again quite rapidly as shortage of capacity appear on same routes. Give your opinion in the recovery process of gaining back air freight demand. Before that, I will explain a little bit about air cargo issue. Air cargo issue is related to the problem that comes through, which is yield overcapacity and fuel cost. It is followed by overregulation. Therefore, let's take a look on my opinion. There are 3 opinions from me for the recovery process of gaining back air freight demand. Firstly, Etihad Cargo should increase the number of aircraft used. As we can see, when the demand increases, they can increase the number of aircraft to make sure all the goods from origin to actual destination arrive smoothly without delay. The main reason Etihad Cargo can increase the number of aircraft is because passenger flight has been decreased during the pandemic of COVID-19, and it won't affect Etihad Cargo in financial. They can fully utilize all the space, like removes the passenger seats. Secondly, Etihad Cargo should increase the number of flights on the same routes. They also can increase the number of flights in one day so that they can fulfill customers' demand. For example, Etihad Cargo can schedule a flight to take off every 3 hours to the same routes and same actual destination. As a result, there will be more cargo capacity on same routes. Lastly, Etihad Cargo should make code share with other companies. Code share is when 2 or more airlines publish and sell the same flight under their own aircraft. This can be used when the demand increases and the Etihad Cargo can fulfill at the demand. For example, Etihad Cargo and Emirates make a collaboration between them to improve efficiency with shipments. As a result, shortage of cargo capacity on same route will be handled. It also will give both company benefits. Okay, so the last question is question number 5, which is the chances for air cargo demand to grow certainly be closely linked to gross domestic product or GDP and trade growth for one country. How does GDP relate to the air cargo demand? Before that, what is GDP? GDP is gross domestic product. It is commonly used for measure the size of an economy. GDP is the total of all value added created in an economy. The value added means the value of goods and services that have been produced minus the value of the goods needed to produce. There are three relevant information and how GDP is related to the air cargo demand. First, higher GDP for import and export activities. It is to increase air cargo demand due to increased product exports. When number of exports production increase, it will lead to larger economy of scale and margins. Also, when the GDP in the country increases, the demand for the air freight services will be increased too. Moreover, Australia expands Etihad cargo network of only passenger freighters plus an additional flight that was used for charters. This ensured that the delivery of fresh foods, pharmaceuticals and medical supplies to any another country around the globe. As a result, this will expand the economy even in pandemic situation. Secondly, higher GDP for critical air freight transportation. It is to increase air cargo demand due to all the goods. When the economy increases, air cargo demand also increases as Etihad company made an agreement with Australia to provide critical international airfield assistance. Lastly, higher GDP for an increase in labor productivity. The company will generate more profits and income when they hit the target market by increasing the number of goods from the demand of import and export activities. Besides, increase in labor productivity and improved technology by transporting the latest applied science by average service into the overseas market. The company should improve their technology because it can help them more advanced in logistics processes such as loading and unloading goods. Therefore, they can increase the GDP in their country too. For example, Etihad Cargo used their profits to improve the technologies that was used by their company so that they can move forward and be better than other company. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.